Good day, friends. We have a brand new amazing video on top 7 best 32 inches gaming monitor reviews in 2022 for you today. Therefore, like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel before it starts to see more. The best 32-inch gaming monitors offer an immersive experience and can double as a TV replacement in small rooms like a studio apartment, dorm room, or small gaming den. The best 32-inch gaming monitor is the Samsung Odyssey G7, which costs $749.96 on Amazon. The Odyssey G7 is a good value and a simple choice for any gamer desiring a big screen, despite being somewhat pricey. Number 7. Samsung Odyssey G7. A high-end gaming monitor with 1440p resolution, 240 Hz refresh rate, and support for AMD FreeSync Premium Pro is the Samsung Odyssey G7. Additionally, it has a sharply curved screen, which some people might find immersive in games. You can learn more about the 𝐻𝐻 panel used in this monitor in our information section. The monitor's primary specification is the refresh rate. The majority of the 32-inch monitors have refresh rates between 60 Hz and 165 Hz. With a 240 Hz refresh rate, the Odyssey G7 considerably improves on this. Number 6. Dell S3222DGM. A reasonably priced gaming monitor with 1440p resolution, a 𝐻𝐻 panel, and a 165 Hz refresh rate is the Dell S3222DGM. It easily defeats rivals to win our top value pick by providing good image quality for that price. The contrast ratio and uniformity in the dark scenes of this monitor are its strong points. It contrasts falls just short of those of the rivals like the Acer Nitro XZ322QU and BenQ EX3203R. The area where the Dell excels is luminance uniformity, with fewer bright spots near the monitor's edges. Number 5. Asus ROG Swift pg32UQX. The ROG Swift pg32UQX from the Asus is not your typical gaming display. Your games will appear more stunning than ever. This is accomplished by the pg32UQX mini LED backlight system, which features 1,152 distinct dimming zones. In low light situations, these zones can completely shut down, but when necessary, they can ramp up to blinding brightness. The result is a huge gaming monitor with no more foggy areas at the corners thanks to a high contrast ratio, extremely high brightness, and an excellent luminous uniformity. It's sharper than others because it is a 4K display. The pg32UQX sparkles with HDR content. The highest brightness of this display can compete with the greatest HDR televisions available right now. In a game sunlight or a flashlight shining in your character's face will make you want to turn away. Motion clarity on this gaming monitor is good. It supports NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 4. BenQ EX3203R. The BenQ EX3203R offers excellent image quality for a reasonable price. It offers a curved screen, a maximum refresh rate of 144 Hz, a 𝐻𝐻 panel with a resolution of 1440p, and support for AMD FreeSync. BenQ EX3203R has a stunning appearance. In our tests, it had one of the greatest contrast ratios of any display. Additionally, it boasts excellent color accuracy and a large color spectrum. Games are colorful and lifelike, and the monitor's high contrast yields clear details in dim settings. Compared to comparable monitors, games have a strong sense of depth and texture. Although the monitor has enough brightness to enhance the brilliance of the HDR games, it still falls short of any respectable HDR television. Number 3. 𝐻𝐄𝐿𝐿 XG3220. A mid-range monitor with 4K resolution and a 𝐻𝐻 panel are the 𝐻𝐿𝐿 XG3220. For more smooth gameplay on AMD video cards, it supports AMD FreeSync and features a 60 Hz refresh rate. Most notable are price and resolution. By continuing to use a 60 Hz refresh rate, ViewSonic can offer a 4K resolution at a reasonable cost. You could assume that means the visual quality is subpar. Number 2. Asus ROG Swift PG329Q. The ROG Swift PG329Q from Asus makes an effort to provide an excellent HDR experience at a fair price. It features an IPS screen with a 1440 resolution, a maximum refresh rate of 175 Hz, and NVIDIA G-Sync support for fluid gameplay with NVIDIA video cards. The monitor's high maximum brightness fulfills its HDR promise. Although it's not the brightest display we have tested, the PG329Q's MSRP is less than that of the competitors like the Asus PG32UQX and Odyssey G7. It's sufficiently bright to provide HDR video games with a powerful visual punch, excellent color performance, a very wide color gamut, superb color accuracy, and a well-calibrated color temperature are all the features of the PG329Q. Number 1. BenQ PD3220U. A professional display with excellent image quality over motion clarity, the BenQ PD3220U is a terrific option for gamers. It has a 60 Hz refresh rate and a 4K resolution. Although it has an IPS panel, it does not support AMD FreeSync or NVIDIA G-Sync. The majority of the gaming monitors of any size cannot compete with this crisp 4K image quality. The color gamut is extremely broad. The color accuracy is good. Do you like this video? Openly give your opinion in the comments section, and don't forget to press the subscribe button to follow our more videos in future.